What is going on, Sarah?
What is going on?
Yeah, we usually break out in song, but not today.
Not today. We woke up to some kind of, upsetting news.
Disturbing, perturbing.
I was going to say disturbing.
All the urbings.
I was going to say disturbing, but it was kind of upsetting. I mean, Leah Williamson, as you could tell by the title, Leah Williamson has gotten injured. And I would say out of everyone we talk about, she is fan favorite. She probably, people love Leah. And I can see why. She's just getting better and better as years go on. But we woke up today and there was an announcement from Arsenal saying that she has been injured. I'm going to have Sarah read this. And then we're going to read from an article. We're going to talk about it. Then we're actually going to talk a little bit about Tobin's injury and where she stands right now as well.
So, Arsenal posts, wishing you a speedy recovery, Leah Williamson. Following Saturday's match against Tottenham Hotspur, Leah experienced discomfort in her hamstring. Subsequent assessments and scans have confirmed that Leah has suffered a significant hamstring injury. Further consultations and assessments will take place, with Leah's recovery and rehabilitation program also being determined in the coming days. Everyone at the club will now be supporting and working hard with Leah to get her back on the pitch as soon as possible.
Yeah, I mean, I think the words that stuck out were significant injury.
Yeah.
They don't say, we know how they like to keep things under wraps about how people, what their injuries are. If we remember when Tobin was injured, it was a very, very minor injury.
It's like a covert operation.
Yeah, they didn't give a lot of information around. And we're going to talk about this in a second, but Tobin still has not played since she had that very, very minor injury. So the fact that they're calling this a significant injury is pretty telling.
It means something, yeah. She's
not going to be playing for a while. We're actually going to read from this article here that kind of talks a little bit about it. And it also talks about Jonas Eneval, the coach. He talks about how he's not happy with Arsenal's schedule either. And he thinks it's because of the way their schedule has been so grueling that has led Leah to become injured. So we're going to read from this article and then we're going to kind of talk about it briefly. And I want to see what you guys think as well.
Criticism over inhuman schedule after England captain Leah Williamson ruled out with hamstring injury. Arsenal head coach Jonas Eneval criticized his side's almost inhumane, if you will, schedule, as England's head coach Sarina Wiegman added her concern after news emerged of a significant hamstring injury for Leah Williamson. The England captain is expected to be out until at least Christmas, meaning she would miss a string of major fixtures, including England's upcoming Women's World Cup qualifiers against Austria and Latvia, the Women's FA Cup final at Wembley, and Barcelona's Champions League visit to the Emirates Stadium. The 24-year-old had captained the Lionesses for the past 4 matches in the absence of injured skipper and fellow centre-half Steph Houghton. Reacting to the news, Wiegman said, "It was currently too soon to say who would now captain the national side for the games at the Stadium of Light Universe." Eneval was unhappy that his team had played in the evening on Sunday, November 7th, and at lunchtime on Saturday, November 13th, either side of away midweek Champions League match in Denmark. While stopping short of blaming Williams' injury specifically on that schedule, he vented his frustrations in a press conference ahead of Wednesday's home European game against Danish side Køge. "It's a muscle injury, so of course it's an overloading issue. It's a significant injury that could possibly leave her out this whole year and not being able to return before Christmas," Eneval said. We had a really tough week last week. No other team in the league has been asked to play in such a tough schedule like we did. It was almost inhuman. I would have been very happy to play like Chelsea have all season in terms of schedule. We have been playing in the same competitions, and they have been constantly playing with a better schedule and a better rhythm than we are doing. I'm not saying that's deliberate. I'm saying that's facts. It would be nice to see if that even can work out during the season, so we're constantly not getting the worst kickoff times or the worst turnarounds. We played late Sunday night and we had to travel away in Europe midweek. Then we played Saturday lunchtime. In less than 6 days, we played 3 games. try to find any other English women's team that plays with that schedule, including the travel. I don't think it's fair. I think that was a mistake. If English teams are going to succeed in Europe, you need to look at that and try to make it better, and not only looking to please the television's wishes on kickoff times. You're never going to hear me say that is to blame for Leah's injury, because we don't know that. We just know it is one of the factors that affect injury risk. What could we have done differently? It could be scheduling, it could be operation with the national team, it could be how we load the players internally at the club.
Okay, so we didn't read the whole article, but basically it talked about two things. And I first will say, this was big news. And when I was looking up articles to kind of talk about it, it had been reported a lot about Leah Williamson, what they thought, how this affects not just the English team, but Arsenal. So the first thing they talked about was the Lionesses have World Cup qualifiers at the end of November.
Wow, yeah.
So this now means Leah can't play for those. And like they talked about, she's been captaining the squad for the last 4 games. So she's not. I mean, that's significant.
Right? Yeah.
That's very significant. She's not going to play at those games. Also, with that, she's not going to be able to play for the FA Cup final at Wembley on December 5th, which is a huge game as well. And so people are really bummed and feel,
Yeah, I feel bad.
over there. But what Jonas Evenval is kind of talking about too is, I mean, he had a lot of strong words there. He basically said his team is overworked. The schedule is not in their favor. If you look at Chelsea's schedule, that the Chelsea schedule has been easier. The turnaround times have been better. The kickoff times have been better. And like he said it's a muscle injury. So of course it's an overloading issue. He talks about it right there that, his club hasn't been given a fair shot as other clubs to have better kickoff times. They more care about TV ratings, who's going to get the ratings, so they put them at kind of crappier times.
Right, yeah, that doesn't seem fair.
So, yeah, I mean, what do you guys think about that? Do you think what Jonas is saying is true? It holds weight? Because he sounds very frustrated about
Yes, he does.
the international schedule and about the league schedule, because that is a problem. I mean, he does not sound very happy. And obviously, Leah suffers because she's not able to play and she's injured, but also the national team, the English national team,
the club team,
and the club team, Arsenal.
We all suffering through this.
But, this was a big news story, so she's going to miss a lot. And also, the Euros are next year. I mean, I'm sure she's going to be healed by then. But, I mean, you think about these things. No one has mentioned anything about the Euros, but I'm just saying, who knows what this even is.
Will this affect Eurovision?
I don't think Eurovision.
Oh, okay. Wrong Euro.
And also, that kind of goes back to what we were talking about Tobin Heath. So if you guys remember, we kind of had that Tobin was injured. She did not play on the November 7th game, and that was kind of the day we found out she was injured. And then it came out again how we talked about. They said it was a minor injury, a very, very minor injury for Tobin. They didn't say quite what it was at that point. So we were thinking, is she going to play in the next game, which was going to be the midweek game, which was going to be November 10th. She didn't play. She wasn't on sub list. Then comes November 13th against Tottenham. She was on the sub list. She did not play. So for a very, very minor injury to miss 3 games, that's a little surprising, I think. We did get an update about her, and it says Tobin Heath will undergo a late check for a calf strain before it is decided. Oh, so this is so that's the injury, a calf strain. So as we are filming this we are filming it on Tuesday night. There is a game tomorrow at 2 p.m. or for someone it's 2 p.m. We'll see if she plays or if she's on the sub list, because she hasn't played either. So this video might come out after that game. So if she did play, we'll know if she did play. So this is Sarah. I am just editing the video now, and it is Friday morning. But in this video, I'm talking about whether or not Tobin's going to play on the Wednesday game on the 17th. And she did not play. So yeah, from going from a very, very minor injury to not have played the last 4 games, I don't know. What do you guys think? She wasn't even on the sub list for the game on Wednesday. they're talking about will she even be available Sunday? I have this quote. It says, Jonas said he doesn't know whether or not if Tobin will be available on Sunday. He did confirm that Mana has been carrying a knock since West Ham. So, there's a couple of their players injured, but he doesn't know if Tobin will be available Sunday. Tobin has not been able to return properly. We will keep assessing those players and make a decision closer to the weekend. Tobin's injury is an odd one because it's such a small injury, but it's just a case of bringing her back at the right time. So it still says it's a small injury, but hasn't been playing for 4 games. I mean, what do you guys think? It sounds like they're telling the truth. I know that sounds weird to say that they're lying. They're not lying, but it just sounds like something that's a nagging injury that you just don't want to make worse. But the fact that she hasn't played 4 games, it's disappointing. I remember when she was injured playing for United, and it was so on the hush hush, and then most of the information we get from when she came back was from the U.S. national team about her injury and Vlatko. So, just want her to stay healthy. We'll see what happens. What do you guys think? It just sucks not to see her. It's one less game we can't see her play. But, hopefully it's just precautionary. That's the hope. What do you guys think as I'm filming this? I'm going to go back to the video that I've already filmed. But what do you guys think? And I sound like I've just woken up because I kind of have. But what do you guys think? And she did not play. Hopefully we will see her Sunday. That is the update. Hopefully we will see her Sunday. But it doesn't even sound like she's confirmed. So we'll go from there. Okay, back to the video. So that was kind of interesting as well, to see where Tobin kind of fit in, because there's something going on with these schedules too that, is hard for players to get healthy, like Jonas is saying.
I mean, I think it's awful and it's frustrating when a player's injured, and no fun. Nobody wants to be injured, and nobody wants to miss all that time, that chunk. I would be gutted if it was me. And I mean, we are gutted for Leah. That's
such an important time. Yeah, such an important time.
It's important.
Yeah, we will see. I mean, like they said, this sounds serious, and they're not mincing words about that they're going to be out, but Leah's going to miss these important games. I mean, and Amy played at Wembley, and she was at the top form. She was really at top form, and then overworked. Do they have to figure out these windows and these overworking the athletes? Because soccer is such a physical game. It's like you run a marathon every time you play a soccer game.
Yeah. Ice bath it up, man.
Because, football, this isn't a baseball talk. This is American football.
Oh, dear.
They play once a week. That is it. It's a very physical game. Soccer is a very physical. Physical. There isn't a game practically more physical.
There's no pads besides these stupid shin guards that don't even cover anything.
And, I mean, there's so much contact in soccer. So, hopefully, she's young. Hopefully her recovery goes well. We will see.
Hamstring.
She could be out longer than January, it sounds like. It sounds like you just don't know. Hopefully she is a fast healer.
Yes.
But we will see. What did you guys think? Were you guys, seriously gutted when you guys heard? Because this is major. Because, and it's a big story too. It is a very big story. What do you guys think? Questions, comments down below. Hopefully, speedy recovery. I saw so many nice messages to her on the, on Arsenal's Instagram.
Yeah. She was all over the feed this morning.
So. Yeah, I know. So,
wish her a speedy recovery.
Yeah. Thanks, questions, comments down below, and we'll talk to you soon.
All right, bye.